After a disappointing result for the All Blacks versus Argentina in the first round of the Rugby Championship, could we see mass changes from Razor to his starting 15 for next week's game? Or does he stick with these guys and backs them in to get the job done? Here's my predicted starting 15 for the All Blacks, round 2 versus Argentina at Eden Park. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. While you're there, hit that subscribe. Let's get into it. Yes, poor result for the All Blacks first round of the Rugby Championship. Next game at Eden Park versus Argentina again. This is my predicted side. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just going to get straight into it. All right. Ethan de Groot, Cody Taylor, Tyrell Lomax up front. Locks, Tupuvai and Sam Derry. Back row of Ethan Blackadder, Dalton Papali'i and Ardie Savia. Ardie Savia captain again. Then 9-10 of Cortez Ratima and Damien McKenzie. Centre pairing of Geordie Barrett, Anton Leonard-Brown. And then back three of Caleb Clark, Mark Talia and Will Jordan. On the bench, I've gone with Asafa Moore, Ofa Tongafasi, Policio Tosi, Josh Lord, Luke Jacobson, Wallace Atiti, TJ Perenara and Bowden Barrett. Yes, 6-2 split. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What changes would you make? Have I made enough changes? Will you stick with the same squad that played in that first round? Or would you make a couple changes? Let me know in the comments. Let's get to why I think this team will be named. So front row, De Groot, Lomax and Cody Taylor. No scrum in the first test until the 60th minute mark, so we can't really base changes here off scrummaging, which is what the props' main goal is or main focus is in a game. We did see, though, how the scrum got targeted when they did start scrumming, so from the 60th minute mark onwards, and then subs had been made already for the All Blacks. So that's why I brought Policio Tosi onto the bench. Also a bigger frame, strong ball carrier. And I think De Groot and Lomax get through their work, and they hit enough rucks, they make enough tackles, ball carries when they do, and strong scrummages when they do get the opportunity. I thought Cody Taylor's throwing in the lineouts was fantastic. The lineouts kind of went to shit when the subs were made. So that's something that the subs kind of have to look after or focus on. But I think this front row there's no reason for them to be dropped, put it like that. I think they just need to get stuck in a little bit more, be a little bit more physical. And that's to the whole forward pack. Need to get stuck in a little bit more and play as a collective. It looked very one out in that regard in the first round. So my locks, I've got Tupuvai and Sam Derry. Not many options here. There's not many options at lock. Scott Barrett, not ready yet. Unless they want to maybe try Samipeni Finau at lock. But I don't know if that'll happen. I thought the lineouts were good until the subs were made, where there was Almoa, I think, threw 2 wayward throws, and there was a third one that there's a bit of lack of communication around no jumpers went up. So the ball just went over the top. It looked like high school stuff. So that's something around those areas that they really need to work on. But these, I think Vai and Derry played out of his skin, I thought. Really good all over the park, got through a ton of work. But these guys just need to get stuck in the physical stuff, because that Argentinian side, just man on man, were physically all over the All Blacks forwards. So I think as a collective, and I said this with the props, as a collective, and I'm going to say it again with the back row, as a collective, these locks need to get together. This forward pack needs to get together and really go at it together. Back row, so I've stuck with the same back row of Blackadder, Dalton Papali'i and Ardie Savia. You can go, there's a few other ways, like maybe start Wallace Atiti, but I don't know if he'd be good on the side of the scrum. And I don't know if you'd move Ardie Savia, like Jason Ryan has said, Ardie Savia is an 8 in their eyes. So I don't know if you'd move him off that. But they could maybe put Wallace Atiti at 8 and then Savia on the side and keep and maybe drop Papali'i down to the bench and keep Blackadder. And you have to keep Blackadder, I feel like. Made a ton. He made 20 tackles, 1 turnover. He was really good. Got through a ton of work. Ari Sevilla as well. I thought he was man alone with the forwards there, trying to take on that Argentinian side. He had 19 carries, 10 tackles, and 2 turnovers. He was really good. So I think probably just want a little bit more from Dalton Papali'i. So he's in there to make tackles, hit rucks, and kind of slow Argentina's ball down. And I don't think he did enough of that. So he could be on notice here. So, man, because guys like Matera and Pablo Matera and Crema were all over the All Blacks Lucy's. So I think Papali'i really needs to up his game a little bit here, but I've given him another chance, and I think Razor will too. So 9-10, I've gone with Cortez Ratima and Damian McKenzie, that Chiefs link up there. I've gone with Ratima just for his energy, man. I think the All Blacks need that from the jump, from the get-go, fast pace, quick taps, like let's go up the tempo. Great support lines, quick service, quick thinking as well, good option taking. And I think he's at the point now, Ratima, where it's like, okay, you've got the 9 jumper, let's go, man. I think he needs that. The All Blacks need that. Nothing against Pernara. He's great. His service is good. He's quick as well. But I think Ratima just brings that extra bit of X factor, that extra bit of, he's that little bit quicker, that little bit sharper. So I think he'll get the nod there. Damian McKenzie, still world class, man. I don't care what anyone says. The chip kick that set up Darry's try, and then the Anton Leonard-Brown try assist there. He just needs more time. I think Razor said it as well. Needs a little bit more time. Give him time. I think kicking out of hand, his kicking out of hand was all right. Can still work on that finding grass, which is really good. And then just taking more ownership around decision making. I think that's a big one there. And that will come with time. Centers, I've gone with the same. Jordie Barrett, Anton Leonard-Brown. First phase, they were really good. I think Anton Leonard-Brown was really good first phase. They really numbered up on Jordie Barrett. So he got smoked a couple of times, I thought. So they could maybe add a little bit of variation around that. But what I saw they did really well was Jordie Barrett taking it right to the line and then playing that late tip onto Anton Leonard-Brown, and he was making a lot of meters that way. So they were good like that. And then just leading that defensive line and getting up, getting stuck into the Argentinians' attack, like really shutting them down, because, man, this is going to be a huge game. So I'm sticking with the centers there. They did well, I thought. So back 3, this is where I've made a couple changes. So Caleb Clark, Mark Talia, and Will Jordan. Clark, I feel like, comes in just for his size and power, man. He adds another different dynamic or first phase as well. Yes, Severi, you could make the argument strong and fast, but Caleb Clark is like three times his size almost, and just waiting in the wings, like, give me the opportunity. Every time he's got the opportunity, he's played really well. And he's just a bigger body. And I think that's something that they do need. I think Talia was good. Maybe a little less dancing behind the ruck. I know he's good and he beats a lot of defenders like that. But that many times where he just got the ball and it's like, oh shit, what now? Sort of thing. So yes, I'm all for wingers getting off their wing, going looking for work. But time it a little bit. Know when to do that. And obviously he does know that. I'm just adding my 2 cents to it. Will Jordan needs to be in there. Yes, Bolden Barrett, world-class fullback, but Barrett can bring that punch off the bench. Get Will Jordan in there. You've said he's a fullback that can play wing. Get him at fullback. Start him there. He brings you that X factor. He's fast as all. He's fast. He's nippy. He's awareness on where to be, when to be, how to be. He's all of that, man. Get him in there. Start him. Will Jordan needs to start. Then for the bench, this probably won't happen, but I'm going for it, a 6-2 split, just because of how dominant that Argentinian forward pack was. Physically relentless, like ruthless throughout the whole game. And you saw how big of an impact it made when they brought on their subs, that Lavanini and Augustin Creevy. When they came on, it made a massive difference in the scrums and then all around the rucks, the lineouts. So I think if that happens again, All Blacks, you don't want to be sitting there with your sausage in your hand. You want to play chess as well. You want to checkmate. So I've gone with the 6-2 split. I've brought Policio Tossi in, big unit, another strong ball carrier as well. Then Satiti, Jacobson, let these guys go, man. Almoa, last chance with those throws, man, at lineouts. We know what you can do with ball in hand, but you need to set those lineouts up. So some big boys to come in there off the bench, give that extra punch. That's what I think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Have I lost the plot? Do I know what I'm talking about? Let me know what changes you would make. Hit that subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.